Like Jesus Christ. Chineke mekla yo meka. Eze ni gwena tukela. Yo nyemi mom ya waje tamenye. Nyemi temeli ni na ma waje sama tamenye. Au kapole le boke ni tutu onye na bra lo bra. Meba mom ya Uzugbani onye otamo. Mekla yo meka na tukela like Jesus Christ.
Kwelu kwa mekanyo. Ekwe jaleu. Amajino muna legwe. Bunye ya legwe boya wa bodo. Bunye ya legwe boya bekashi. Bunye ya legwe boya wo mupa. Bogone lekre mogozi negem. Minegwe mata shalo uma. Egwe mata shale kashi. Agwe mata shalo mupa. Ye ya runyenye atama hegwe makomene ya rumekau
Uzugbani Ekpeye wale boka who went out in 1965 during the reign of Ekpeye Local 1 in 1965. His Royal Majesty late Ashton with the first President General, Chief Asher, an educationist as President General at that time. Who were General? Ombo, Oblaro ni the People's Parliament. Emuso mama bewe abebo Ohanaeze bo Ola the chief Ozalede. Yabado Uzugbani okapo be Uzugbani lemusoma. Emere ni oba we ba be o wa fali pere. Mo se mo president, mo se mo governor. Ubule ubuya eni adira. Emere ni kwele uba be o opa kikole. Emere che uba be o opa kikole. Ubuya mu jena ye Uzugbani fe. Uzugbani pe wa mekani o. Yeah. Mo te utame aduro aboke ko be pe mo sa ni masai what the part of jai yet there be Uzugbani je le pe be mele chief be mele politician no be be na mo so a shi lade o the supreme authority e me be o shi be exepe o gba lu le pe parliament of the people o mo lu me pele o parliament Budulale kuchalale ari ogalagise amanye wuli amuli ambaye wo mo boto bo achire neche abe ubutaji bo be lukuma oba dado Uzugbani pe olo ebe kwa alo chire o woni be ye wo o lo chire bo ala Kama we go with a special congress. Ubamekani o, emre mi kede ni ye, like I said. Now, emre ma lawyer ni who is kedi be Uzugbani mo, amani be bully. Amani be bully pusa bujia. Abu zeta bezeta, abu ni be. Abe zeta bezeta, abu ni be. Eye wu me pele be o ni be muni aya bo shade no na me ke to me o ba me ke to dale we o no ne me ke bi o se wo chine ke de ko po dale ni we ye lo ba me ke pe wo e me ke e me ke pe e pe me ka ni o ka wo sa ni mo asani o lo kwa o ka sekere me o jela ki o mo o ba sebe la obu mekpele o ma spini de pele e ma to amache obu mekpele lele awu flari awu security no be ni de mina e me na ba gba bu pebe lola iye se pe abu na bu shia amache obu lele awu so ya bo ukemete ma jili mekpe okuke o se ni meje bouquet. Comme ça. Comme on cherche à l'emboutir là, et je ne vais pas nous dire. Après le budget, je ne vais pas après le budget. Et puis, mécanique, alors, bon, il y a ça là, il y a ça là, dès que Uzugbani est meilleur pour vous, vous allez gérer là. Dès que Uzugbani est meilleur pour vous, vous allez gérer là. Mais tu sais, vous n'êtes pas là, le Hawaii. But tu sais, vous n'êtes pas là. Vous êtes pas là. The last problem was our apathy of the elites. Vous bouchez les yola, vous bouchez les yola. Les mélodes d'ailleurs. Voilà, il y a des madriers. Quand tu as des mots, il y a des house, politicians. Voilà, political party à des mains. Alors, parti pour tout le monde là, bâche. Et puis, mécanique, alors, parti pour tout la seconde bâche. Vous avez oublié là. Vous avez le gouvernement de l'État, à Iwaché. Vous avez le gouvernement en matière de l'État. Bon, et que vous voulez, vous ne pouvez pas. I'm going to have a party. Membership come on. Ekpeye delegation le yanya. Ma probo ma neje. On va boucher là et là. Et nous problème à juger. Sans bon. Il doit être encore. I can change the Uzugbani Ekpeye is a bougie. Ekpeye okupo de le awudawo. Ibi ikpere la de ma before ikpere local governments. Ewa ya oro ọgbakọ ikpere local government eno ya ọgbakọ obi akpọ ikpere le ewo local government eno ya oro ọgbakọ ikpere. Je l'ai fait le local government. Et vraiment, c'est que nous là. Mais si nous sommes en Chine, nous avons des presses. Nous avons un fameux représentatif. Nous avons un assemblée de Jama. Nous local government channel de Jama. Nous sommes vraiment de Jama. Et à d'autres connaît, on va nous voler au panneau. Et pas mécanique. Et out of one will, or cannot find it. So, you mean, President General, is a permission. I don't know what a fair agenda. You were agenda. You have got many years. Dispensation, government, Japan. Nature campaign, let her go agenda, shall only a many. Oh, I don't want you. Oh, my God. We are in levels I don't know. It's compulsory because Bible can talk to whom much is given, much is expected. What we expect from them? At least we are here back. Oh, I know. Oh, I use the net regime. Mr. President General, you know, I use zero. I was a language. You shall lose. We don't need a fair agenda. Sources of income. Oh my God. Local government. When you have seen it, they can promotion agenda. You campaign. Oh, collect from the authorities to come from agenda. Yo, come in zone. The house will not let you zero. Allow me to get 500,000 or 200,000. As you do it. On a un agent de Chine, on y est, well, dans la vous êtes ouais, mais pas de canyon. Tu n'es pas même à faire quelque chose au Québec. Et pour moi, comment est-ce que je nation? Et maintenant, sujet, je m'aime. On peut aimer, mais because by the book, much is given, much is expected. Il y a des belles idées. On dit comment on va y aller? On y a des belles. Yeah, well, what do you say? Anama. Okay, more essay Robinson show. I'm sure you are more popular. You are more interesting. People are able to use one like that. Go to room of food. That chairman, why always come on? American gas ladies come for. Go to many hands and I'll be on the top of the calendar. I will be out of why purpose. Or why as a objective. I will get yeah, family. My suggestion, you go out there, let's say you are much as a she is better. Two children, they are campaign. They are going here, even if I don't know the agenda, Ekpeye agenda, it is very much over the political needs, economic needs, financial support. Let's say, what the island? We don't use that. We don't use that. For long, so very well. We need to get the phone for 100, 200,000 issue. We are not a Ekpeye and the video. You will tell a businessman. What businessman would I have? Businessman will like what? I go to Alanya. How you come? Because Oman only make you. Oman no way. Oman no. You do share wo. Mama no share wo. Jabe di mawo. Isi wo buku. O me ka jina wo do no la o ta na bi we. Oman no. Political agenda makaya. Employment schedule is Maria. Many are pushing to look. I will give them project. It's a family ownership candidate. It's a family elected. Ashishipuladia, economic. From time to time, I push the one. So that was suggestion me. Open the line of la academic teaching.
Fellow citizens of our beloved Ekpeye land, let me express my profound gratitude to God Almighty for the grace we have to be counted amongst the living today. I will also thank you for keeping a date with Uzugbani today at this Congress. I want to particularly express my gratitude to Ekpeye III, the Ezegus, the Ezeminis, and all those who belong to the traditional institution of our motherland. I will not fail to thank members of our political class, our captains of industry, our civil servants, and all of you who have come to grace this occasion. You have shown that the well-being of our patrimony means all the world to you. Thank you. About this time a year ago, this Executive Council of Uzugbani was inaugurated. On that occasion, in my acceptance speech, I did state that the task before us was a tall one. I did also promise that working together we would overcome. As a way of moving forward, I enunciated a program of education, sensitization, reorientation, and mobilization of our whole populace. Citizens have to be educated on what governance is, what the government could do or offer, what the expectations of the citizens should be. By frequently reminding our people of what their relationship with government should be, it was aimed to bring out the best in them and to propel them to take advantage of the activities and opportunities of government at all levels. It was believed that at every instance, citizens would be mobilized to always put their right feet forward for the betterment of our motherland. This belief I still hold to be true even today. In the period under review, we have grappled with a handful of challenges. These include but not limited to insecurity, flood, poverty. In all of this, we have not been at the very top of our game. It is true that insecurity is, in most recent times, has reduced. Yet, we still do not sleep with both eyes closed. We applaud the efforts of the law enforcement agencies in this regard. We want to assure them that we are solidly behind them in their efforts to bring lasting peace and security to Ekpeye land. The flood of 2022 was quite unprecedented in its devastation, both in intensity and scope. No part of Ekpeye land was spared. However, with the efforts of the governments at the state and local government levels, human casualty was minimal. While applauding the efforts of the state government, I must not fail to mention the support of the two LGA chairmen. They spared nothing in making life more bearable for the affected citizens. I also applaud all others who stood in support of the displaced persons. Let me also point out the efforts of Ekpeye and all the Ezigus, the other chiefs, the flood committee, and all persons who helped out in one form or the other. My fellow brothers and sisters, poverty is still ravaging our land. Apart from the the poor economic conditions we live in, the state of insecurity helps to exacerbate the hunger, poverty, and economic stagnation. In the face of these challenges, we all need to close ranks, work together, and in unison, pull in the same direction. This is not the time for rumor mongering, disrespect for one another, and unnecessary bitterness, bickering against one another. We must learn to stand strong together for one another. Let me therefore at this juncture once more welcome you to this gathering and wish all of us very useful deliberations.
Ask as the keynote speaker is to set the pace for further discussions of this our team, challenges and the future of Ekpeye. This media congress organizers, I must thank you. But part of the challenge of the Ekpeye nation is the fact that a man who has just ascended office in the past 3 months is the keynote speaker in the Congress of the entire Ekpeye nation. What a state of development. Where are the other professors in Ekpeye? At least I make bold to say that I broke the ceiling at the River State University, and as I speak, we have at least 4 persons in the professorial cadre. At Ignatius Ajuru, I know we have professors and very high-ranking senior staff of Ekpeye descent. Where are they? That is part of the challenge. Like the chairman of the occasion pointed out, the apathy that has pervaded the Ekpeye nation over the years. Ekpeye, by historical count, is made up of between 78 and 80 towns and villages, with the dominance of unschooled, untrained, skillless persons. Academically, we are very poor. There is a culture of apathy towards education and towards physical work, especially the manual work. Ekpeye is blessed with so much agricultural land, with so much fertile forests, swamps, which is a basis and a potential for growth of the rural population. But I regret to say, our rural population are not ready to embrace any socio-economic development. I stand to be challenged, and I speak not just as an academic, not just as a visitor to Ekpeye. God, in His infinite mercy, has protected me that I have never slept 1 month without visiting my home. And I have employed workers in a farm, and I know what the attitude of the typical Ekpeye man and woman is to manual work. Developmentally, we can all say that Ekpeye is very poorly developed. There are 5 basic reasons for this. There are economic reasons. When did we start? Like I said, look at me. The first Ekpeye professor in River State University. How come it took so long for Ekpeye to produce a professor in that university? After the university is about 42 years old. Where were we? My late uncle was a schoolmate at King's College, Lagos, with late Awolowo. When Awolowo came for UPN politicking, he recognized him here at Ahoda, adjusting their cultures to face developments. But what are we doing? We are dwelling in his on the hot day. Yes, God told the children of Israel that when this town, in this country you are entering, do not change the ancient landmarks. He did not say that they should go and rest in their houses, but respect what the tradition is, but continue to live your life. Politically, where the chairman made a statement, where are the political representatives we have? If Ekpeye people complain about political representation, Mr. Chairman, the Opata kingdom will go to sleep. Because this is an opportunity, this is the best opportunity that the Opata kingdom has got for how many years? Are we feeling the impact of this political representation? No. Especially, that's the fifth reason why we are poor developmentally. Especially, the terrain of Ekpeye, the Ibuduya Ubobi axis, gets easily waterlogged. There's nothing you and I can do about that. This is geographical placement. And so we must rise up, find a way of conquering the terrain. We have fertile land. Those who have all the land, what are they doing with it? When they say, to come to sell cassava at a Ahoda market, this group should come this market day. Somebody that is not in that group will look for not a child of somebody in that group and pass his or pass her cassava or her produce through that person. So instead of having 5 or 10 baskets of cassava, you end up having 20 and the price will come down. There is no free lunch. If you oversupply to the market, your prices will drop. So why can't we make use of the terrain we find ourselves, control the way we use it? The representative of Opata built a market at Igbo. When he completed the market, the then paramount ruler of Igbo said the market was built at the wrong position. He locked up the market and put the key in his pocket. For almost 4 years, he locked up the market. Those who were patronizing the market, of course, will find new places to go. Is that how we abuse the privilege of being placed at the head of affairs in your community? This is how we have abused our special positions. You know that your community is near the Orashi River. You must find a way of living by the Orashi River. It is not every year you must pack out. Every year you must pack out. Where are you packing to? So successful societies tend to possess more positive economic beliefs than their non-successful counterparts. Even within that Muslim religion, the religion fashions the belief system of the people who attend that, who are members of that religion. And so we find that these multicultural beliefs affects our attitude and our mindset. And in fact, certain economic activities become taboo to some people because of what religion they belong to. Kan ya kokare udadekpe kadedi bishuka obakpe. You see, so we have not left this practice of witchcraft. The late Ekpeye Logo tried to outlaw secret summons. As much as he tried, people devised other means to continue. And I want to pray that our current Ekpeye logo will examine how to outlaw these secret summons. Many young lives have been wasted because of this prevalence and belief in witchcraft. Talk about women and education. You can count with your fingers how many Ekpeye daughters have been given the same opportunity that their brothers had to go to school. There are families that say, instead of sending the child to school, you are asking for her husband to come. I don't know where women market themselves for husbands. But when you keep reminding your daughter that the time has come for her to bring a husband to you, you change the orientation of that girl child. That child will face some other things. For the length of time I have lectured in the university, I have taught Calabari and other ethnic nationality women who have self-sponsored themselves through university. But when your daughter tries to go to university, your son will say, I'm in internal school. I have it on good record. I encourage a girl to go and do a PhD. I had arranged the admissions and all that. What did the mother say? He doesn't want my daughter to succeed. By the time my daughter finishes PhD, she will not find a husband. How many PhD holders in the university are husbandless? Why can't our girls be given the opportunity to grow and attain that height of having a PhD? Beliefs are based on the culture of the communities and the families they come from. The beliefs inform the individual's attitude to a range of things. Where your culture is defeatist, it breeds beliefs and attitudes and mindsets of incapability. I was surprised to hear that there are some people from communities in Ibuduya who do not know what Ahoda looks like. They have never visited Ahoda. The people dwell so much on their misfortune. I didn't go to school. My parents didn't train me. They complain about lacking everything and their suppression. That they do not give a second thought to their own potentials. There is no human being on earth that does not have a potential. We cannot all do the same thing, but there are things you can do that will yield economic benefit more than I can do it. The women will tell you, there are some women who will go to the farm. If they touch fluted pumpkin, that pumpkin will die immediately. It's not every woman that knows how to trim vegetable in the garden. Agree? Yes. So, it means that each one of us has different potentials. Why can't we explore those potentials rather than complaining? Like I talked about religion, it has the strongest influence on our lifestyle and our belief system. It provides hope in desperate situations and provides answers where science and technology have failed to explain. Ekpeye Amanubamano. Venerable Mebele, are you with me? Yes. I see. Religion provides the push for the desire of the most desperate people to continue living, hoping that life will be different with each passing day. Like Karl Marx said, religion is the heart of the heartless and the opium of the masses. So the white man came with his own religion, Bible in one hand, then gun in the other hand. How come the Nembe and Brass people, whom the white man visited first, still had better education than you and I, who saw the white man later? I suspect that part of the objection of the Ekpeye people from joining Al-Bayelsa was the perpetual minority status that the Ekpeye man was going to have, because we are not that educated. But look at what has happened in Bayelsa. With all the doctorate degrees, all the professors from Nembe and Brass, the real Ijaw people are still saying, we know, but you are not an Ijaw man. So if they can do that to Nembe and Brass people, you and I, what would we have become? Road sweepers, perhaps. Give us some food indeed. So, the Ekpeye man, like typical rural person, we can move forward. Is first, look at the I. What can I do? Then, look at the we. What can we do? There are certain names you ascribe to yourself. Rather than the name attracting people to you, the name will scare persons away from you. Now we hear about Supreme Council of whatever. Supreme, I thought that that supremacy was only ascribed to God. But today in Ekpeye, we have a Supreme Council. Is it necessary to re-examine the title, the name, Supreme Council? No traditional stool is an island. Every king in Ekpeye holds that stool in trust for the entire Ekpeye people. And if that is the case, is it time for our traditional rulers to look inwards and adopt policies and practices that will bring their followership, the people they are governing, closer to them? It is the trouble between late Robinson, and Sisi Muche was, as they say, the same people will go to Robinson. Oh, Ekpeye, they went to you work. they will transfer to Muche. The same story. I was once in a club with somebody whom, no matter how late the club meeting ended, even if it ended by 1 a.m., he must go home. And going home, we never knew, was to go to Sisi Muche and report every discussion we had in the club. You know, the life of a double agent does not last forever. Very quickly, he exposed himself. And so when we want to discuss important matters, we wait for him to go. Because I was a victim, the following month I was consulting for Sisi Muche. And so I go to his office the following morning to talk about properties. Your club, yesterday you people were discussing. Hey. And I asked him, you were not part of our club. He said, don't worry, I have my information. Of course, that was a lead. We have to set our own intelligence. Your Majesties, also check those who hang around your palaces. The only future for Ekpeye is for communities in Ekpeye to think of development. The kings in this part of the country are not that buoyant that they can feed all the communities they are governing. They are also struggling to feed their own families. But once we wear beads and red caps, this king is not carrying us along. This one is not carrying us along. How many can any king here carry along? Remember, part of our problem, there are no economic avenues. So everybody is dependent on local government funds. Our local governments are stifled by the state governments. No autonomy for local governments. So, when last did your community contribute money for a project? That project in your community, when last did you sit down to think how to protect it? Look at the school buildings that Mechi scattered all over Ekpeye. How many of them still have the furnishings that were put in them? Our own children, our own boys have vandalized most of those structures. Go to Obo, near Obrikom, where Dr. Chris was NDDC chairman for 2 years. Go there today, all the solar lights on the streets are working. Nobody, the youth take it in turn to supervise the place. But our own, the only AIG we have had in Ekpeye till the boys in my community broke through the back and stole everything in his house. When they were arrested, their mothers became mothers. They started looking for who was going to intervene. Of course, at that point, people like us don't have the AIG's number. Because you will not call me to call him. What will I tell him? Forgive them now. If they steal from me, what will I do?
The language committee, the the cultural committee. You go and pay here more than 200,000 in each of the committee. Then I'm going to power there. The way they look out of office. Ladia, Unkamahe, I Anyanaki, I do solemnly swear and affirm that as a member of Ashewa Committee, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability and in accordance with the terms and conditions guiding the committee by always putting service before self and seeking efficiency and always making daily decisions in conformity with required standards of honesty, integrity, responsibility, accountability, equity, fairness, effectiveness, transparency, and ethical processes in line with you that I will strive to preserve and promote the mission and idea of the committee. So help me God. So I go really I sign signature I should go there while it's there. What make you?
There's a fellow. O kamabili. Ekushi yoya. Igube kushi. Bikwa kushi. Okoshi beleli. Ekpeye mechanic. Ebeneze libuli mechanic. Ebene high chief. Ebeneze lola mechanic. Eu caraca jela. Bulomi neyo. Ya ma bebe. Ekpeye ka we kwa bonye da dubigate yo ba so mo ke mo ga lo tu be. De ka ba ai pa aba ku ba ba. E ya ba e. Ame tu bolu na pe mo da tam be tu ke ki. Mo ba ka jibe le ko be pe be ile be ma ni. Ma la ko so la. Ibi da ga ma fa la ga ma mo ko lo wa wa ho. Ola be a ho tu. Ekpeye mi kani. Mekele fe lewa ogun bon. Mekele mi nekpe, mekele mi musu nekpe. Mekele abelebele yo. Ekpo Jesu, ya mi ta bu ya mi. Mekanyo
Ujamu SP Bakojo. Ujum rubekeni ni Ekpeye. Obo Ekpeye. Anu meketu Ekpeye bo pa, bebele yi ashini meka ma beketu Ekpeye. Àwọn ènìyàn de gbàgbàrà wo ní àmàtẹ̀májú màsí ibẹ̀ níze ebe kọsọ níze ẹ̀yà wọ́n nọ. Pọ́npọ́ pẹ̀lẹ́bẹ̀ yẹ aṣìnibẹ̀ ká ẹni wẹlẹ̀ àwọn pàṣẹ ìwẹlẹ̀ information pàṣẹ ìwẹlẹ̀ wáyé pàṣẹ ìyẹn yìí wọ́n ètò pẹ̀lẹ́ mẹ́pẹ́ yòròyòrò pàṣẹ. Makana Ekpeye abukpa lewe o mweze Ekpeye mukarakere mume bom awa muje nebudu Ekpeye pariwani o wakwalu kwa mekani o Ekpeye pariwani amache para kombo ngumo maka menu takwa Ekpeye wa akara ozulewa Jesus Christ apariwani madegedele poto anyemele meba keni benya akeni wajeni Ekpeye ma kenike ko gale mo pakojo eyi kile ne ta me majeni pakojo to mo ja holo ho be se pe ba petition o tu menene aya muso bebela ni ye ka lo kashi lo ko ma te ko ga mu ne mujo mo ku ni on ni bo mu dita many ne kele e to apa peace and security development agwele bo the repositioning Ekpeye mo se po mu ti mu dimension ale makano mama ji igre mire mo ko ni school fees mo me se bo di home ko mo ko na mo me put 5% ya ma ja Mama jere ho wa buzele mame. Ukurugbe me manu. Neki kena jenada. Ekpeye Uzugbani humana nyina with our eyes closed. 1 year anniversary me makaka ama shafaho. Many awa ya pate karumede. Non limu ya menokuru homo. Meno Uzugbani ile tumoneho. Edamomo okwepo. Edamomo emiye. Pemele na Ekpeye karezoru. Many we are not about Imwea or Bob or Abu Matic. Now, Kakano, Ujabe, Nika Muduku, Uja, Muduku, Aurigana, Amuduku. Nika Uja, Aponia Wayo. It's Pomacado, it's a Pomujimu, DPO Karomo. Many can come the voice of the people is the voice of God. Bobe. I will not kill him. Pomujimuka, no pass a degree. L'État. Degré à part. Au moins, Kapata Combia, Kalimouya, mais à B, elle est pas pour sa blocher. Au moins, les oui, au cas où on connaît, on connaît pas un mot, beaucoup de fonds, où est même massa. Mais les cas, on dit ma tekejo, donc les cas, on a les Ekpeye là. Ujima Sarejo, Teminada Nenazilekela. Ujimu Topolojo, Ledeta Nenazilekela. Katuneka, Otia Ekpeye. Yeme Poshile to what my baby. I like Kewa. Ekpeye Mekano.
Yabasali security Makota Mekachiko. Policing and law enforcement is purely a local phenomenon. Nobody can compromise safety. No matter how rich or how poor, you want to be safe in your home. Therefore, it requires every individual to participate in the issue of security. It also puts a very big burden on the police for us to have what amount to positive police-community relations. The police must know how to deal with citizens. For them to understand that the police is not against society. They should not have what we call the we versus they attitude. While they think that when they leave the barracks, every person they see on the street is a criminal. This is why most citizens will not volunteer information to the police. If the police realize that the reason why they are out there is because they are out there to protect society against a tiny percentage of the population that are criminals, it will make their job a lot easier. People willingly will give information. I want you to understand that. When it comes about development of Ekpeye, I borrow a lot from the speech of our VC. It requires everybody. Development or change, we're talking about, is incremental. As so then, the whole Nigeria will develop one day. The whole Ekpeye. It requires you and I to participate, to contribute. What we're talking about, Ekpeye, starts with you. From you from your household, who may don't believe it. Because the original idea of scholarship is to go out there and get a necessary training and exposure and come back here to impact on the immediate community. But the main impact on the immediate community, they don't begin is there. Now, as well just domestic prayer. I'm going to government need the scholarship. Why can't you probably get this school so that you make like can have some hope to the but better don't know where you would have my area. Baby, you don't call you class and you would have plaster. I go to cable like you too. So I come here, I will make care. I say, I'll give you a story. I'm almost ending. Oh my, I'll make it. Why can't I remember why? What I will make it. What will be my I applied myself immediately. I was barely 20 years old. My son brother is when I hold up, because my daughter do this. Man actually do this. Then I go there for the first time after 6 years. What one this guy man actually do this camp. Man come in that this camp to go. I did let you to go out. I don't know. So in America, I do have this camp. Then I do this camp. You know, man actually live there. Even many will change the bed sheets. I put new sheets, the pillows, and actually we are there. The change we're talking about is incremental change. The problem we're talking about is incremental development. It will be likely or no. So yeah, if you don't have any, there's a lot of lazy food. You might PG. Don't deny it. You can't remember anymore. Never can okay, never match. Never hot chance la. So the time we have responsibility, I don't know. I like it. Yes, very well. I'd like to take a cue from my elder brother, the DVC, administration of the River State University. Very well respected, erudite professor, Sir Victor Akoto. Ogemudo back by Algeria Opoteka. Apathy. Apathy are no good on the Congress, and to the best of my knowledge, committee Malam Baki, they traveled wide, they consulted wide. We may our sons and daughters invite to this Congress. And then generation, maybe only they came out so then the media. I mean what do you call it? Baby, yeah, man, so we can discuss, we'll brainstorm. Where to praise, we praise. That apathy. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and so what? This and that in the body you know. I'm that, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. I can't deal with that level. No, they're not my class. What kind of class? Ujabe. What major you learn in town? You have first-hand information, and then we sit down. What you have more agenda, then more Nigeria, this, that. Part of the reasons, let me draw from my elder brother too. Part of the reasons for education, just like he has said, come home and prepare your place. No matter what you say, I come from Okuma too. There is nothing I can do about that. That's the truth. There is nothing you do about that. And then I should need a kebele. When they come to your home, it's a shame. Nothing. Please, I guess some of these things at the appropriate time will be aired and all that. Were very big people and all what. Let them come here and sit with us. We should all come and brainstorm, so we see how Ekpeye will develop. Happy Babatia. Then unity. Let me dwell on unity now. Imagine unity market and when we became part of it is what? We must have respect for one another. We must have what? Respect for what? One another. We are gifted severally. You could be holding forth here. This other man is a general in at the other point. All you do is complement one another. As we speak today, our royal paramount is the Ekpeye logo. God has made it so. And I'm so glad, member of LLCO, nothing fraudulent produced him. Or we get one cover. If anybody at any occasion is going everywhere, this would have been Ekpeye, but this, that, nothing of that happened. It was a very clear process and he emerged. Never can be a leader and you don't want others to lead you. There's something wrong with that person. When the superintendent was addressing us, he rightly called him Emir and said, let me use my language now, the face of Ekpeye. The face of Ekpeye, but the face of Ekpeye. Sorry that I'm pointing, sorry about that. How would the face of what? Ne kale, bujibe I saw, Ekpeye. There are anything. What and that is where the unity will come from. From the Igbos. The Igbos should put their people together and point them to that. And what? Point them to what? That. They imagine the prayer man now. That when they say prayer, we will take you from there. You can't scatter a place because you are not this. You destroy a place, this, that, and all the cause all manner of confusion, every manner of information. Where will the unity come from? Two. All these divisions you see, Igbo this, Igbo that, it's just for administrative convenience. We are one and same people. Abone what? Yeah. And so, please, de-emphasize this Igbo thing. When it comes to Ekpeye, yes, we know. What we know, Opata, Ube, this and all that. Not in their order of originality, anyway. But let us now try to be looking at the bigger picture. Ekpeye, as an Igbo, I'm an Igbo. But again, I'm Ekpeye, let all Igbo do what? You diminish, you soft-pedal. That is what, one of the things that will bring what? Unity. I am in the commission now. I will need judge now. They are going to want to pata. Logan magic in the pataya. And Tabu Boruko. But is by royal decree. And we must follow it. We must follow it. I want to tell Horomon. Medita, Nemboni Lupo, Nemboni did, but to Bunekbe, I'm 18 water. It's wrong. Is that all right? Development to J top one or man or there. It must be holistic, and that is the approach. In the Malay, I name Guduya, I name Yako. Is that all right? I name Yopata, I name Guru. Evoda, sorry, I name Voda, I know Guru, I name Yala or so that we'll function as a unit. We'll function as what? A unit. About the unity. About the what? Unity. And then finally, we should be able to look at our edits. The people gone before are investor when they speak. Is that all right? The manager of the government, and they should lead us better. Is that all right? They should lead us. And not going on. Sincerity of purpose. About the security. We can come here and say all manner of things. security this, security this. But except we are sincere, don't fund these boys in secret and all that. Don't fund them in secret. In the public, never to be. Whereas inside you are funding them. Let's have sincerity of purpose and not deceive ourselves. It's not proper. It is not proper. Now we have resolved that enough of that. Let us be sincere towards it.
Security moja balo kadio. Unyo mayaje kwa muji mukabe made grejele. Udo ni mapa ndole kwa muji zoom. Auto onelo bete ba pa da ishiru, ada bishi ko. Bishi nyelo. Akunyo mayaje le, akade boka security. O ajala akade jogo, o kale bena, o moye. Awolo bomunyum awdo lodro bomunyum awko ba no kan ngolo bebunyum waje ko le pe lo mom bomunyum otoko mede no mede se kukurukudo ka ku to ni meeting baba wori ko waje nu be nu kudo adi ndo even ko ka be free them esi ne oblu wo den ye be ne mu se de bo ka bi shu ka ba bu nu kudo ido ka ko je na bu nu kudo me Soponi. O mana maniye. O kana na taniye. Eya mo kadi de bombo. O mede ye ba mulo ga ba mulo. O to mede mo problem mede be o. Na mo ba mo, da mo ba mo. O wada ba wada. Soponi adu kana ya ko mo jima je mo ta je mi. Soponi. Nyenya bla ka ko ke wono ke be ko ko ka ma bla de mo akere ko no do nyenya bla ka ko ba se de ko ai kani wani ba ko aka kom o me de ye ya o ba mo me de bi amo be ma ko be ni bo me de bi o me de ko sha ko she ni mu do ye ma ko la she be to ba du ma ba de ma ma je be ku mo jire be leka mo pa ko ma be aja be na aja ko mi ni o ya be o ko shi ma we la le be le o ko shi a shi ke Bukoma bunoma kukoji. Akala yo komede yo poniku. Kani be de kom. O dipi o muje o ka kom. O na be muje be neka. Muje be boto. O ka be kom muje be ma gbo egbogu. O ya be ya muje be boto. Muje ni be ni boto. E ta mo eze se ba de ka be kom. O ya be o lo bo te be ya. Muje ni be ni boto. Abe ya wudiga. Ete de buto ko eze da ka be kom buku be ba. Ena mo je wada ka buku be ba ya da ko me de be se wada akape wo. Kade be de kom akakom o je be boto. O mo mo ni abe unyoma. Even if uba mo mechi peta o unyoma ya. O be na kina aka ko mo gro. O ya bodo. O ndo be ya mo je be boto. Mo boto cho sale. E da no sai de kele be. A ko je de wo
Mon bon vous comme pourquoi on dit que on se fait aimer on comme on est père même le mourir mais le que tu as mécanique mais maman c'est nous ou botier ben logo moi bon comrade high comrade on look comme fine mado president du Buddha Youth Assembly après le chairman lebele you break is lebele mais mécanique ata yo mo o mana mano o bo mo le le tene ko o to gu e ko se pe awu yoru bekani o ndagba ka bole ndagba me bole yoru o se le pe iye doni o kebe pom be be ni mo se be lobo mbe mo bo emi do tu sele abi je ka do pom so be le ka do pom bi inu buzele nyoshi o bo tam me inu buzele sele be ta sele be tam be ta sele sele ma bekani o me ti ke lo ka pom me no to tie togo o ba sheka me pe o se pom a bo pom ni te pe o se pe ni mo ya bekani o a no so pom you take pe o se be carry down long our leaders bekani o leadership feli be feli o feli be ba no so to se ka commission pom the federal amnesty amoye da do anlo am amnesty anlo nye kalabari nye Bayelsa o se be River State o ko no me ni gba be àwọn amnesty leta mo toto asita mu libeke omuri bebe abanya yi bebe ameka ni o but ma ka to be kalo mwe pe o mu di o jela mesia o jimura o ite deka meka ni o ami abiri bon o tu tenseye o basla bashi ni o kala kala mo jela pe ndako bashi be ibonyeze aye mana manu ya go to scholarship aya nos ba panayo ye aida panayo aya baby bonyo aya baby to bo adayo bekanyo o medenyo yo lo na sebe mota be ye epeke pom be chigbajelite ai te gbaje sha ni do bekanyo abo te mo jido ta ikwe du kore pom mo medekpe bakere ba longo so medekpe be jobless bon medekpe ngomi yu meme abie doni o se pom mo ba sheka bo tutu me pele mo ojo so maga shipom mene mene kuto be pe liseli buli bulu na lola e kiye ma mo kule lola scholarship u benjime o mo meta u benjime o mo mena mekanyo ami abiri bon aba poteka o tu te me de ro be committee le pe bo to oil and gas awo ba lo bo me ko be committee ya liba lugonu o ro yo ko bu pe mele mo ya be mana manu e pe o do te o ko bu personal ọtụtụ ogure mụbiriya nlewurigato contract for their personal gain okane be pe ye mekanyo okane be pe ye ani o bajira leadership be pe at the point that somebody come even youth e ko ke ba mi ye ko be pom youth bu ti abe cruise o ni je ne pe eyu muto de keche at the matigre moti ye blenye mo o ka no ma je mo pa lo kan o ble pom youth pe de keche le carry that long o no be committee youth pe shabe de ko youth pe ma je lebe de be report le back to the team people pom mi pa pe lo carry lebe na me kanyo so ma ya she pom abia ma ya she pom ni soko ele mo ni ke no bashi ni abashi e to ni je ko to gure ko to bo kade o go bepe ye pe je president lo mara ni public meti ko no kuno ni ye ma bo mi meti guda man nous aider nous mettre chaque communauté different domaine il voudra en effet une extension mais même protest même pas même encourage comme me me bon créer but the fact that on vous ne tribu au chepe vous vous venez là aye pe pas aye pour pas venir vous ne pas voyer dans le pas pour un contrat vous met contrat les pe contrat vous ne n'y pe nous même vous vous mettez pe vous met absent et pe ou ne brûler pomme aye so suja adapt to o bana me pe o me kanyo enton aye chi singa ko me pe e ya to no so mo pe ko bene e ya mu me ya mano I want to tell you people better come you ne keme eta na do I dey mortuary plan e dey go to Ugba he was arrested and he was tortured and he was killed o je dey mortuary so and I'm not deterred let me to give you that in my position ko kwa mini Ekpeye adoru ni o me pe ma carry down long e ya do ni e ta kutuma adu je pe o to bo ti adu do mu ni ai go ma de ke me ye a me de pe a me di wura ke kom ko mi go ba mi mo wai because the devil don't means make sure ko mi o we do you rest you me kan yo so ba ta ko mi na ko o mi e bo mu na pe mele mo mara mo kule ko me kan yo
Ekpeye development ma to eto ne kile ni baka ko me janya mo ba pe sete e me ne mo bu we ni le o chiso no e me ne mo jo no do pe sete e janya ndela e no dini shuka so ya je no yo go la saka ma ni ku gbe no e do no to to me pe o ba ka mo ti shuka e da be kaka de ro kaka be ro we e we ja ni ne pe ro go gba yo mu o le bu pe ro tribu e do o ma da lo gogo ma no di shuka so me kile baka ko me kile na de mu e do yo ye nye jija congress tam eze mo ma do jiye e se nye dada ele audit eze pe accountant mo accountant ka de mo audit for investigation well akoko lowe it fire with receipt bo o maje be wa ni tasha wa public o wa private o wa church o wa ni tasha o se o conform to the rules ogole adugo jele ko be tasha ga don wa lo mo menye at the end we give me advice o to ko mi gbogbo me de do mo e wo ni mo bo mu ne o e ko jale ne local audit bu ya kala kala e plan ne local audit ne ka ba me to de tie o ko ma yo audit yo ko investigation I can say zaite o mi tashi no kwa ba de verma I can join you awa amanta ba ha kwale mi ba ja mi ba tu de ka akaba ba gbo ele ko mo ka be ya itu ko je ne ele a ku ga ele o bra olu ai ko ma wa ele ya o ele a ti da de ma face ti da de ma block go agogo o mu ne church block e ba si ko ma block ba go wona be ba gwa mu je ele no ai go osa ai gbo be ma ai ko jikita leka ichi eka ba ma jugo be ele ya le face ya ba gbo ma o lo nya pom mo ji akwa pom oboto 50 million ya sheda e be mi ka de ka mo je ba Uzugbani ko mo ba mo jowo e be no blesso akere de ma ko ba kere de mo e se ba Allah o mo me te ka ba ka bu president na Uzugbani pe amu junyo mo akere mo ta le o jogbo mi ne mo be so ma wa kere o jogbo mi ne mo be so e se ka ga de ma aka tokena agwa Kevin ko Kevin de gaga ni wa ni lo bo ba lele ai te mane pastor je ko si traditional ruler so ko agbo bo lele so eke o ko wa ma ti be yi no o ko wa ma bo duwo to ba ni be transport ko ta di duwa do mo iye me go to ko kom isi ne Uzugbani pe oji be bi mo wai e ku ni me yo wai oro abele da o bobo bota mo mo de be pon go ka ko mo lo bobo juma to iye ai de ga do o ka tebe te de ka me la ka ko ni microphone be ka pa sibi to mo ba pa e sa pa ami po ni ho po de mo wa ni onye 2000 ka mo 2,000 and 1,000 persons popular 40 million the bad the bad aja ni ma polita do mo o te me ko do no o te me pare da no mo go 10 million a me o a go to le kebe bo ba te me moto from Port Harcourt o mu nye bu ko bi ba ka ya we mu gbo ya u to we Nigeria e ko pore me ko ni ha ida ya mo masatre ko maya mo pe ka e ka pare wale hotel ari ya da ba ju se karu bo de ke se ko se ewo yo no wa ya ke do le pe Uzugbani be ko ke bo shi ga mo ko u mo ba weta wa mo me le complex mo ba ga ya ni be wa ifu e aje lo puka aka yi tane so Uzugbani pe ni mo wa ewu ọ̀rọ̀ ni ekele amana le ka ko Uzugbani ka be tu Uzugbani pe yo pe ta ko wa mo wa do ma aye ya go to ha politics go to ha politics let it short o mo ni me ka ba be ko ugbe ba bo mo ni politician mi ko mo ba ni politician asade me ma bi sia go politician to lu agro ho o politics e no ja akuna pe e do ni ka ni development o pa ja mo si le pe ni politician come out politician no ko le mo kuma pa ya ta no ba ke ma ba so commission federal service commission da ba mu de bi e ba ma mo le pe ba mo le ma te be se la ya iye mo lu welu àwọn imo ye ko me sa ja me mi na ko me le pa na mama to no yo se pe le do de me mo be private le pe asu di o ma mu ka asu di o ma mu ka ibu ma ta certificate ya mo pu le pa na because be di awe o do ma bo do be a do mo la be go no private to be kan to wa yo ko to ba ya na bo do da ko mo tu be o tu be ko se mo private wo o ba do mo du atu ba do du atu o do atu me be le a was me eke ye mene mu chine ke mu kuma akabedini ilo to de ka emine o ma ko jeje be lo ya ayo yo ka ma ka ya be yi be ayo yo ka o idija akesho ipe be ta oka dokola kaka bebe ka check Facebook igbo mo kula politics ona ekponu gbere bobo ushers ona ekponu gbere ma ka me nuke kuba ko Uzugbani ogbede Agoda West bebe yo do de pe omunu gbebe bo ushers la bo otutu me pa de ye Facebook go na koko otutu me no gbere ko gbebe koko some of the first class holders first class degree holders like I got one way to first class that would have spent 500,000 and I've been paying it. Iya ishele I don't want I do for because I will never know moment they want to be a secret. I need secret. I'm in appointment. I teacher. I come. Call him out. Mama, I get you. Ekpeye ya to do what? Go sit on Facebook. Open the book. I tell you what plastic oh. I tell you what plastic. Ma jabo me da bu so ko me me ko me da o bu mo me da me lo gbo kama mo do ju ko mo mba bi ba chi ga me o ka osha ibi ko osha se ay me ke ba mo me na ko bi awon ta ga ko na ngo da me she proud o ka pom li ni chi mo o tu mo na yo jo mo o res o me be o no ku ike mo ba ku do politics because I want to be on politics. And I want to break that jinx. The German governor break Kamaya. That when the first chairman is, Abba Bodo or commissioner, they were there because you know at the square they were. My kind of mayor that the Facebook Momo. So for the day, development of power. Only one money for a row, Uzebushi. Osaba Sabo, Umani Party, Maka de Imagine Amachi, politicians who go to Munu report, I push by the post, and I'm a Delta State. What I need them, Bamunebe, Uneva appointment, Umana Mamano, they are Matamache, when the number of holy school fees, I come up with 500. My name is there because, oh my God, development to Kuzola. Otu tu be ni dey na otu tu be ni gba be school be pa to be le be o ba gba ke be mo te be 20,000 or 50,000 ade dey agba pa ajo e koja da mo dey e pa de e kemato e omo bi Facebook agba do da yele de ke wo to na ba o ji ma ka be ni jide mo no je ya ayo yoka soko can you get development? Development to can achieve benabo. More so Amatawa the pata hoda. Let people be kanta dema. Or to post more like ya open water and to concrete posts that go jam wooden posts. I would have found your town, would have somebody your town. Never light. Ojemba. To you apolo. You would have come back. Anepa maka me nko to nepa 10 ya gbo nepa to gudia awara ta si generator de kese de mo ni jọba go generator we ashitaria ye de la we eme o do ya bo a ma to de e na so do an ma je ta do dibu wenda is it the Port de mo do me na ko asset e na so do o do I me wedding ko ru o to ja ko to ga chi mkende I me but Baba politics il continue pour bata sita bewa ou tende fongo bala tete mo mejo bo tete ya mo okoro me weche rodome ada di betam le kishle o to ta body development o to ta e plan you boje o bra ko ta e ko dina pour ma ya ni achi ni mwani e kira ka ba pour la talo e ka ba cha kuja ama ochiba aboto salude mo ko mo ne techi elu ona chake be pomo be chiche ni buya mani no to ada so eya yi weje munu meke bo government to bo high company so sok obodo to de ka pomo emine se amano be emine be police amano be yo wana se amano ko ne ba se ka yo agama ko local government local minister local eu those la be ba agama passion local ye be mu made ma je tara ko tan o mala du be li deba akini meneka hardman ndela o mala du bo o me pisa be no so no ba bulo do ya asbe no me diem no so no akini meneka ikudere le shop altikla ay bolo ge awa marine o gbebele o rada police o mamo mas be won dada ni so do de ma won da ni tede ba no de police tabo ba won won ake won no ça pas la sat o tagba o baba ka ko mo de o gane mo ka je mo yam iye ndura ya ma ti ya ja lele o pele me bushi babo kala me yedu ana babo yedu go na tutu o kali ushuka community policing vigilante mo kaja community we kemebe vigilante abe ndara o wo chief no me no bo mu chief ai bo no mo ku kero la ashuele o wa na yiba uti di bo tout temps bawa wa bulu kan go ka mo bulo o to madame Jawia mo le ba de kuni ye o je ye mo wa ja ba dem ma ka be shuka o era mo problème bi kuni be o wa mu lo ye jo u kele be o ya bi ayi yi o tu poli ba da 50,000 la jo be na bo ilaji o mo tu no wo agbe ka honorable mo tu be ikishuka ela sa de wale kopla giwa ajiga sikoro wo onega o erema o ba bususu ba be cheka ko mo fe be ko mo bi ye compete me nya be o mi o mo ta ko le o bra ba we kare o ga ba yi ya ka ba zela ja mu kure da hu da je mu chisho no loka ka no ta ko kadiba egbe ba mo ne kwa ni ndo hasira karanu ne me ni recommendation me na titkizo mo no ba chi problem mo ko ja le aneyo e uri ane data akol me recommendation me ni data ni data me pe chia o lo isi ka ke data ko dulu ita di mo ta important ba mo ta ka dulu development of Bravo. Development of Bravo. Okam Utobo. Damn security by security by e me la ka to be we o be di ka security e ma to je shukamu fe brand bu ke be wa de mo o court is no way brand me jado ba bu go I could come over 80 years I should go no why baba tu ye ya do the court na je so many e pe lo ko ba bu jurisdiction ni e baba ka ke pe iso so I will to get o bi e be bi abe yo ba be ju no ma ka ni ko mo da be ya mo ka mo de me mere ya be tutu but because some of you if you need to can you man o ni do la be ma o ba we neme lu ku nebe lu ku so tota ma ba academa e ka yo ba o be da o bu ye o de o ke ko bo nyoko di ko no wa jo do mi be ya mo chike uzuro ko ya pipeline o be mo ni ni se pipeline legbe mu ko pipeline na se ke mu se office ba ji mo sign ya waya ade ye pipeline ni kile ikaba se uzo bo fasa sanye sanye wo omomo o mele yeze bo e ka to polo o ba se le wa le yeze na be iwe ne jide no bo e yo wo ka o to ta gbe be ni me da yi te so to ta gbe be ni ulumo politics a se ko le gba to e ka je na de mo mi keke se di wo ibi même tu même là akasema ba ma se so ba kachila mo jo aken be me development o ma je ba akere president mais c'est de mes accords et amon ba gulu ba fa pasha mais c'est de mo no bikiko ko mo na ya koja o wo ko we o onu me ya be o e ko pe me mo pe ma to akoko to o no ni gbogbo we ko ni me to me meju gbo ko to assembly du ma da me yi le so to du ma ta mo me yi le so ke ko yi le ba so e fuji na yo e sa do to na bi ka yi le ba so e sa do to so be kila de kila ko mi janyo o le kaka mo mu ko Ekpeye la bo Gondala Gala ameni congress e mi ne cha ko yo mi ne cha de and as you know I post to I buy my living e ka mu ne la ni go ba ko ko wa yo they are not better than anyone of us so actually ni ko mo o ko ma se come church I jele ko mo e do ju pe me lo ya a ba ke ma yo sai e ki be no e ke dika pa ma ka ko ta mo all of the solution ye all of the issue ka no in congress o ka dike anke wo yin meeting le ko ya ka ko mi e ba so wa monthly maka ta ma ne ko na ba so wa ya me o ku da ku ni me nya ye akpasa lu gbe loko ameke bo loko e la ma ti ba ye se ni ke ba ko ya ani ke wo ba ja wa ya wo o ba bu loko mo ku da ja me mi ni ba be ami na Ekpeye o bu loko ku da ja ma ja mi ba ye o bu la ko bu to ba ko so wa o wa ba wa ye wo o ba ko so ko wa ye o se da ja ni ba so ko bo bi ku la ja chama be hold up Ekpeye wa be ba na o be bi wo ko se 600 magba o gbo nya ma o mo be any extra ko ya budget there budget of 1.2 million very moderate mo be ni go 600 mo go 600 ma gba so o ya ka go le o mo convention congress of kole nye gbe gbon mo be government shi ma 600 mo go ya ba ju ju de o be le shi 600 ko be shi 600 amu ko ju ana ona ba o mami kanyo ka ko no wala maka kwa wani e ka lo pesa le kure o jere ke ka ko mu ku ma ti ni development a ti kele development go tro triya mu jere ke wo kwanye lo ga le bebe ye the politics so amema ni bro jere ke shi be ka a pe so mami kanyo next jani abo bombo e me ta shi be Nigeria o wa yo kan ya de hele ọ̀gá de le hẹmẹrẹ dẹkọ mẹma agbugbo yẹn ba yẹn labo ba gbọ wọ kaba wa konu yi ni si bẹ ọgbẹnyẹ mẹ o si bẹ the government from Abuja to mẹnẹ mọlọmọtọ yẹ lẹ Abuja otu ẹbẹ nípa tìmí aláìbẹ otu sẹkibọ lé ọkẹkà olóògùn yẹ bẹ ọtọ atẹkẹ ọtọ asáré ọtẹmìnà kúlẹ bẹ ẹka yẹn ladu Abuja ọzọ ọdẹ gbẹgbẹ yẹn labo ibu ni ebi na wà labo akakpɔ mi yɛ mbɔ ye awo lɔ gbɔ bume bɛ buba do yɛ bɔ ne ibu wa na yɛ kɔrɔ wɔn kuma muze bɛ tɔ kɛti gbɔdɔ tɔ kɛti gbɔdɔ bɛ bɔ ba na yɛ kɔkɔ yɛ adzɔ ɔnu kuru bɛ ibu yɛ ntumu wɔn jɛnɛ la kɔrɔ kɔmu ewu kɔ jɛnɛ ale wewe awo kakɔrɔ wɔ kɔrɔ yaba ebi do da yɔ kukuru yɛ wɔ amnesty ɔgbadɛ gbɛ wɔ.
Use opportunity to kela. Baba Madu, most especially our two local government chairmen, Ujene Ekele ala Kwashebe Ekwa Owaye, many away congress or convention, mo kwabe osopoti metela onekela because you're even a bad bunny. Ekpeye logo metela yo ekela iye none esabate eka mama I just feel you in the year or why but she congressing more ade mano either His Royal Majesty either meka le hoyo ekela eze ikuduya ibu ida kakolibe idu ye egedodo ani ya ikunye ya gonema ya metaye mekana utope ya odo ye wewe awikeloze olaye ma awikelunina so opashe beba ko baka ajano mbo adu gudogo wo bebe yemu ahwede no ne dabo mene be amene umbo gbe akelene so kunu agbele kekre me chineke ushike sheneka lu megbe me mo ekpe zodo o zodo become Jesus.